We're going to welcome in our final guest today. Jessica Taylor with the Liquid Light Factory is joining us now to talk about a really interesting art installation that we're going to explain it all, but you've got prototypes up now for view, but then that's just the beginning of what you're going to do coming down the road. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about this art installation.
So we're currently working on a permanent sculpture installation that will be on display at the EMI site on 12th and Cherry. But right now we currently have a prototype of this on display at Feed Media Arts Center downtown.
Okay.
And what makes this sculpture unique is it actually utilizes video mapping and projection mapping technology, which basically uses projectors to map out 3D surfaces where you can put whatever kind of digital art you want on the object.
And we're showing some of the prototypes here, but what's going to be installed at 12th and Cherry is going to be much bigger, right?
Yes, yes. So this is through the Erie County Redevelopment Authority.
Okay.
They put out an RFP. They were looking for teams of local artists. So my husband and I, we own Menagerie Studio, video production company, partnered with our friend who is a woodworker and metal fabrication artist, and we teamed up to put together a design for this project.
So down the line, when this thing is installed at 12th and Cherry, and it could be, you mentioned months, even a year, what are you hoping that viewers take away when they visit something like this?
Our hope is that Erie can look at this and think bigger when it comes to public art and in terms of public art. Things like this exist in other cities, but we wanted to be some of the first to bring this kind of thing to Erie and hopefully encourage artists, local or far and wide, to come here and bring their talent to the community.
Something that's embracing technology is very unique to this area. Will this be different? Will this be changing? Will it look the same as people come in at different times?
So one of the cool things about this technology is we have the ability to update this and change this, whether it's seasonally or perhaps collaborate with other digital artists, and basically they can use it as their canvas. The other component is these towers are going to have a stained glass component to them as well, so that during the day when the projectors aren't running, there's this element of the stained glass as an homage to the old windows of the EMI site, as well as at night, if the projectors aren't running, they will be lit from the inside and act as giant lamps, basically, to light up the courtyard.
I think when most people think art, they think maybe a painting or maybe a sculpture.
A print.
Why is it important to do something different like this using light and technology?
Well, it's it's just something that we're very passionate about, and being in video production, we're always looking at new ways to maybe integrate some of those visual technologies as art, and I think that media and digital art is one of the fastest growing mediums of art, and it's just a new way to kind of reinvent the wheel. Artists have been doing since the beginning of humanity.
This is really neat. So in a couple of years down the line, or even in a year when this thing is happening, it must be going to be so exciting for you to see this really come into fruition.
Yeah, we're really excited about it, and we're really grateful to be given the opportunity locally to really experiment with this technology and bring it to our city.
And it's called Let There Be Light.
So yes, the installation that is currently on at Feed Media Arts Center is called Let There Be Light, but the actual sculptures themselves, once installed at EMI, we're still working on them a little bit.
Now, can the public come down and check out what you have in place now?
Yeah, so they're open typically on the weekends from noon to 5, but to be safe, I'd go to Feed Media Arts webpage and just double check their hours, because they're still working on renovating that building, and and that's a very exciting place as well for downtown. So
Great, so interesting. Jessica, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
We'll be right